Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming to you live from the World Ice Arena, getting ready for an Empire Conference matchup between Kutztown University and Columbia University. A fall semester senior night here for the Lions, as we'll celebrate 4 seniors for this Columbia University squad. Troy Daniels, Jacob Malter, Tommy Huh, and Jesse Mickelberg. Travis Quigley here to take you through the call tonight. Paul Trentini operating the camera for us this evening. Excited to be here at World Ice Arena as Columbia looks to end the first semester on a high note with their final home game of the first semester against this Kutztown side that wants to come on the road after the long bus trip and pick up a dub here in Queens. Getting the red carpet out, ready for our senior night ceremony. Kutztown headed to the bench as warm-ups have concluded. Kutztown 4-12, 0-1. Entering this matchup with Columbia. Columbia 6-7, looking to get a win and get up to 500 on the year. Not the first semester I don't think either of these sides really wanted. I think Columbia was looking for a hotter start. Kutztown hoping for some more victories through the first semester. Still a lot of hockey to be played here in 25-26, and an opportunity for both these teams tonight to put an exclamation point on 2025. With that, we're going to take a quick pause. We're going to turn it downstairs to the public address to begin our senior night ceremony. Once again, we're live on the LI Sports Network. Columbia University Lions, Kutztown University Bears. Travis Quigley here on the call with Paul Trentini operating the camera for us tonight. A first semester senior night tonight for the Lions, celebrating Troy Daniels, Jacob Malter, Tommy He, and Jesse Mickelberg. And we're going to see our seniors get the start tonight. Jesse giving a wave to everyone watching at home. Thank you for joining us for this late night matchup here at the World Ice Arena. An Empire Conference game between Columbia and Kutztown. It'll be Malter and O'Neill for the opening face-off. Here we go. It's Kutztown who win the draw to kick things off here this evening. A DDD pass over to the captain, and stretching it out was Slotwinski. Columbia take it back, and Mickelberg clears the zone, gains the red, trying to dump it deep, hacks it off the wall. Back across to Slotwinski. Cutting the net, Bauer. Slides the puck ahead to O'Neill. O'Neill trying to go wide on Daniels. Steps up on him on the blue and takes the biscuit away. Malter back for Daniels. Toe drags, loses it in his own feet as the puck comes ahead to O'Neill, jumping it and putting it ahead. Stick lift, and it's Avazov. Back into the offensive zone, inside out. Backdoor look, Lerner couldn't get the stick down in time. Skatarczyk pinches in, keeps it deep. Comes back up the boards, Ronan Robinson racing across, scoops it up. Up the boards and dished across to Avazov now. He's gonna cut back into his own zone, dropping it. Trying to drop it for Robinson. Knocked to the ice instead. Kutztown stay on the forecheck. Avazov with a big hit. Puck squirts out to Ronan Robinson. He's off to the races. Drop pass Lerner. Lerner with a snapshot, kicked aside by Jay Janai. Now a one-time try in the high slot. Ronan Robinson shut down. Off to the corner, it's Avazov. Has it knocked off the stick, continues to battle, trying to keep it in. It's forced out, and Leone chips it past Ronan Robinson in deep. Ronan wheels the net, now reverses, and it's Bott off the boards. Lerner to the middle of the ice. Robinson pokes it ahead into the offensive zone. Puck bounces behind the cage. Robinson protecting the puck out to the slot. Skatarczyk, save made. Forced almost out. Robinson hustles back to keep it in. Lerner on the forecheck. Spinning back is Jansen. Jansen settles it down, puts it off the boards for Leone. Knocked off the puck, and Lerner puts it all the way back into his own zone. Frank Bowl watches it go past, and Ronan Robinson collects. Icing going to be called here on the Lions. Let's see which side of the ice Kutztown selects here. They'll go left to Bowl. D-zone face-off one. Across, Skatarczyk, shot gets blocked. Kutztown get the puck out. Avazov back in. Poked away. Cal Robinson keeping it in. Backhander is shoveled aside. Puts it back out to the point. Daniels poked off his stick. Put to the corner by Skatarczyk. Up to the point, back down low. Avazov on the wall, looking for a lane. Floats it on goal, steered aside by Janai. Tommy He up to the point, Daniels across. Pass back to Daniels is broken up, kicked out of the zone. Columbia must regroup. Daniels. Couple of head fakes, cuts in. Puts the shot over the net. Comes back around to him. Gonna put it off the wall for himself. Nice move off the boards. Just sticked away. It's back on the stick of Daniels. Fans on the pass. High flip out of the zone from Slotwinski. Columbia look to reset. Lucas Murray. Pass up the ice. And nothing doing there. Venable trying to find the lane through the middle. Driving wide, Dan. Dan stops up on the goal line, moves it back to the point. A spinning shot gets blocked, and numbers here for the Lions. 2-on-1 turns into a 3-on-2. Pass across right underneath the stick of Murray. Sullivan off the bench, knocks the puck off the stick of Dan. Move through the middle of the ice. O'Sullivan buzzing ahead, poke check, and here comes Cal Robinson on a breakaway. Save made by Janai. Puck goes out of play. That all starts with the pressure from O'Sullivan. Look at that stick check right there. Cal Robinson scoops it. Great opportunity. Janai ready to go, makes the stop. 14:44 to go here in period one. Still looking for our opening goal. It's Kutztown to win the faceoff. Lions get on it immediately. Looking to take possession back. Robinson pinches, holds the zone. Wraps it around the net on the backhand. To the point for Malter. Malter, no lane to shoot, drives it low. Pass to the front, broken up. Ronan Robinson on the keep. D to D. It's Bott. Fires. Punched out Janai. In the skates of Malter and whacked out of the zone by Carpenter. Bott at the red line, dumps it back in. D'Alessio drops it. Canestra, couple of head fakes as Skatarczyk is F1 over the blue. Canestra driving wide now on Daniels. Forced behind the net. Hooks a pass to the slot, and it's taken away by Columbia. Over to Avazov. 3-on-2. Avazov inside out, lost in the feet as he was defended tightly by the assistant captain, Foster, who's now joining the rush, looking to create defense into offense. Foster gets it on the outside, puts it towards the net, skips to the corner. Puck goes off the outside of the cage. Avazov settling it down. Poked off the boards. Avazov with another chip. Stopped up by Carpenter, who throws it back into the Columbia zone. A stretch pass hits Lerner. He's going to curl back and create some space. Lerner looking for Daniels, who's beyond his reach. High flip in from Anello, and the Lions got to break out once again. Stretch pass for Skatarczyk, missed a stick, and icing called. Columbia win the faceoff. Daniels takes a check against the wall, knocked to the ice. And the Bears take the puck. Dished across, Anello on goal. Bull with the save. Rebound pops out. And it's backhanded out of harm's way by Venable. Avazov into the O-zone, trying to hook it outside for Skatarczyk. Pass broken up. Daniel stops it up, holding the leg, staying on side was Leone. And now out of the corner comes McGinty. Shot on goal, Bowl with the stop. Faceoffs one back to Bott. Turnover forced. Quick chance in front. Bull with a big blocker stop on that opportunity. And we're going to get a stoppage here. We got a tripping penalty coming. In the meantime, let's take a quick look at that save from Frank Bowl off the draw. Great job from the Bears forcing the turnover, getting in on the forecheck. And Bowl pushing out to the top of the blue paint. Take away that shooting angle. It's 0-0 here with just under 12 minutes left here in the first period. And Kutztown going on the power play. Puck across as the Bears set up. It's blocked off and knocked out of the zone. The Bears will have to reset. Zanello. Just dropped back and dumped in. Bott looking for the hard wrap. Slowed up on the boards by O'Neill. O'Neill looking to go to the point, and it's knocked out of the zone by Avazov, and Avazov is off to the races. Shorthanded breakaway. Avazov to the backhand. Save made. So close to the first of the night as Kutztown race back in, looking to set up offensively. Still 1:15 left on this power play chance. It's wrapped down low. And setting things up behind the net, taking a check from Ronan Robinson, was Carpenter. Comes up top, they score! Kutztown get the opening goal tonight on the power play. It's Antonio Anello. Great job by Carpenter, taking the hit to make the play. Pass comes center point. And it's Anello using the screen, putting it past Bowl, and it's a 1-0 lead for the visitors. Columbia possessed, moved across. Tommy, nice move on the zone entry. Toe drags across. Back on the backhand, shot gets blocked. Cal Robinson puts it to the net. It's with Murray. Murray across for Robinson. Robinson puts it off the backboards. Puck goes out of play. We got a face-off here to the right of Frank Bowl. 1-0 lead for Kutztown here over Columbia. It's one back to Bott. Bott puts it off the boards. Sullivan on the forecheck, knocked away. Ronan Robinson defends up at the blue line, looking to go long with the puck. Went right underneath the stick. Touched across, stopped up at the blue again. Sullivan takes a check. Pass came off a skate. Robinson clears it out one more time. Bauer with the move just outside the zone, dumps it in. And it's the Lions first to touch in the D zone. Takes a funny hop off the Zamboni door. Now the pass out into the slot, comes back to the point. That shot takes a deflection, goes just wide. Dan back up top again, one-time try. That hits a body. O'Neill takes a bump, able to cycle it deep though. Now out front, shovel shot stopped by Bowl. Stays 1-0 thanks to the stop there from Frank Bowl. Face-off will be to his left. Columbia break it out after the D-zone draw. Cuts outside for Lerner. It's Chris Lerner. Fakes the shot, drops it behind the back. He scores! Lerner ties it up at 1 thanks to the bank shot goal. He was trying to deliver a behind the back pass to Skatarczyk, ends up hitting the skate of Janai and kicking over the goal line. We're tied at 1 with 9:09 to go here in the first period. Puck comes down, and Bull trying to wrap it around Lerner, his 14th goal of the campaign. Avazov on the breakout. Cuts in, toe drag shot, steered aside. Shot on net from Skatarczyk, block, and is cleared out and off to the races. Speeding ahead is Canestra, and he's knocked down by Troy Daniels. Bears keep it in, shot punched away by Bowl. Skatarczyk hits Lerner, leaves it for Avazov, who cuts over the blue. Lerner continues to drive. Avazov with the shot, knocked down by Janai, not cleared. Venable walking the line. For Lerner, now to Robinson through the seam. Tucks the shoulder. Blocked, popped way up in the air, still loose in the slot. And we're going to get a stoppage as it was deemed to be played with a hand pass. (1-1) here at the World Ice Arena. Puck down, Kutztown win it. And the clearing attempt bounces over the stick of Avazov. Gets the pass from Robinson. Now Skatarczyk touched middle for Lerner. Just lost the puck. Jansen wins the battle, puts it in deep. Bowl's gonna come out and leave it for Ronan Robinson. A long stretch to Skatarczyk, splitting through the middle of the ice. Collects it, possessing to the net. And he's knocked off the puck by Putt. Off the boards, Bott pinching to keep it in. It's cleared out just past him. As Robinson's pass is knocked down now, chance here for the Bears. Moved across for Leone. Out to the slot one more time, and a clean stick check. The Lions are gone. The pass just over Lerner's twig. Cal Robinson off the bench though, takes it back away. For Dylan Bott, on the hinge pass, he resets things. Ronan to Cal. Cal shot blocked. Ronan hacks it to the corner. Cal takes a bump from Tandruko. Out to the slot again. And unable to get a shot off. It's cleared. Bowl racing out to play this one. And sends it back to neutral ice. 6:50 to go in the first period. Comes off the glove of Robinson. Bowl elects to cover it up. Kutztown in the faceoff, back to the point, D to D, shot comes through, skips behind the net. That pass hits the side of the cage, and racing down to keep it in was Foster. Robinson tied up in battle with Flynn, spins it around to the far side. It's Dylan Bott stopping up. Tommy He on the saucer pass out of the zone, hits Murray. Lucas Murray with a chance. He shoots, he scores! Yog salute for Lucas Murray. 2-1 Lions. Great shot from Murray on the zone entry. Able to beat Janai on the blocker side, and it's 2-1 for Columbia. Thanks to goals from Lerner and Murray. It's Kutztown to win the face-off. Looking to respond quickly here. Knocking the puck down is Foster. Daniels intercepts the pass over the blue line. Slides it middle. O'Sullivan stops up fans on the wrist shot. Great opportunity for O'Sullivan in the house there. Back come the Bears. Driving wide, stopping up, it's O'Neill. Forced into the corner. 2-on-2 battle now commences. Chipped up the wall, now across, it's Foster. Walks in, that shot gets blocked. Back across the slot, and Columbia get it out. High flip down the ice, Bull's gonna stop it up, leave it for Venable. It's knocked down, the clearing attempt. To the net goes Bauer. He's knocked off the puck. Put behind the cage, that pass is blocked. Avazov looking to clear now. Settles it down through the middle, hits Skatarczyk. 2-on-1 with Lerner. Skatarczyk to Lerner, shoots, he scores! 2 for Lerner, 3-1 Columbia. Great early pass, and Lerner makes no mistake on this shot. He's got 15 now. Lions up 3-1 after Kutztown scored the opener here tonight. Right back in, Avazov, save made. Rebound, back to the point for Bott. Robinson, clean reception of that pass. Cuts in, shot blocked, getting the stick on it was Anello. He's the Bears goal scorer in this one. Avazov's knocked off the puck by Carpenter into the corner. Now cross point for Robinson. Walks it in, save made. Back for Ronan Robinson. Skatarczyk now. Straight lane in, puts it off the post. Robinson blasts that one, going over the net with it. Ronan Robinson to the cage, swiped away. Back for Lerner to the slot. Pushed off the boards, and the Bears able to clear. Canestra out, 2-on-1 for Kutztown here. Across, Robinson, stick in the way, breaks it up, and here comes Dylan Bott. Bott for Skatarczyk, 3:45 to go, cuts middle, drop pass Lerner for Avazov, back to the middle, Bott unable to shovel it at the net. He's gonna race back over, couldn't hold the zone. Venable settles it down, moves the puck to Avazov. Avazov's gonna take a big check there from D'Alessio. Foot race for this 50-50 puck, off in the corner, and Venable wins it. Trying to reverse for Skatarczyk. Numbers join the fray, and Avazov scoops the puck, leaves it for Skatarczyk to skate it out. Gets over the blue, puts it towards the net, and gonna force a whistle in the Kutztown zone. Columbia 3, Kutztown 1. We got 3 minutes left here in the first period. Antonio Anello scored the opening goal, power play marker for the Bears. Chris Lerner responded, Lucas Murray followed, and Lerner followed that up with his second of the night as Bowles steers the dump into the boards. Back behind the net, now out front, unable to get a shot through as it's cleared out of the zone by Venable. No icing as it came off the stick of Foster, who collects behind the net, starts the breakout. Chip just past May Lyle by Grealish. Grealish into the O-zone, Daniels stops him. Mickelberg on the forecheck. Daniels is gonna jump up, take it away. Silky spin move at neutral ice, and he's into the offensive zone. Daniels across. Mickelberg couldn't get the shot off. It's Gastelum now. Lost possession. Bauer. Inside out. Nice move, Bauer. So then on the backhand, Bull with the save. And another for Frank Bull. 2 in a row. Bauer dumps it in. Throws a little reverse check on Cal Robinson in the process. $1.50 to go. Daniels takes a hard check from Bauer. Throwing his body around a lot on this shift. Murray moves it to Robinson, gets it right back. Murray over the line, floats it on net, and steered into the corner. 2-on-2 down low. Ronan Robinson thought about joining the play, backs out, and skating the puck now is O'Neill. Kutztown clear, it's Ronan Robinson possessing, dropping it back to Dylan Bott. Bott curls, returns the pass to the boards. He for Robinson, Cal's shot gets blocked, puts it to the corner. Kutztown look to break out, soft chip up the boards that Ronan Robinson will keep right as we enter our final minute of the first period. Off the boards to Anello, looking to go out the opposite side. Now stretches it out, pass came in behind Bauer. Cal Robinson looking to get there first, he does. Swings it to Bott. Bott, soft chip up the boards, it's held in, that shot's blocked. We got a man down behind the play. Popping back to his feet now is Bauer. Faceoff's going to come outside here. Dumped in deep by Tanjuko. Bott on the stick check, pops to the point, a slap shot on net, hits a body. Bull quick to put the glove on it. As that's a great opportunity right there for Kutztown late here. They're going to get an offensive zone draw, trying to keep this momentum. Make it a 1-goal contest before the end of the period. Back to the point as they win the draw. The shot is blocked, though. Skatarczyk drops down to pick it up, and he sees a lane to skate. Carries it out. Pass to Robinson, goes off his skate. Right back into the zone. Canestra tries to drop pass it for Mollenkopf. Cleared out by Columbia. 2 seconds and 1, and time expires. Here in the first period at the World Ice Arena, Columbia holds a 3-1 lead. A quick recap for you at home. So a chance right here for Cal Robinson as we've got some late fireworks at the end of the period here. Both sides still having an extended conversation here. Take a look at a good chance here for the Bears. Off an offensive zone faceoff, forcing a turnover after losing the draw. Frank Bull was ready to go, though, with the blocker save. Avazov coming in on a breakaway and just missing on the backhand. Chance, shorthanded, almost got our first one of the night. Instead, we got our first one of the night here on the power play pass up to the point, and it's Anello on the wrist shot who found the top corner, beating Frank Bull to make it a 1-0 lead for the Bears. Didn't have to wait long for a Columbia response, though, as just under 2 minutes later, Chris Lerner trying to find Skatarczyk out front. His pass hit the skate of Janai and ended up in the back of the net. Here we see Murray drive it in, one-on-one chance. Not the greatest of angles, but still found a way to put it past Janai on that blocker side, and it's a 2-1 lead. After that point, that goal came about 3 minutes after Lerner's, and then barely a minute after that, it was Lerner coming in, putting it off the post, getting his second of the night to make it a 3-1 hockey game. And we'll get one last look here, our final highlight of the first period. A great move to the outside by Bauer, and a good take to the net. Frank Bull makes one stop, and then a second, keeping this a 3-1 scoreline after 20 minutes of hockey. So we'll take a quick pause here on the LI Sports Network. Zamboni on the ice now, so come back in about 10 minutes and we'll have period number 2 ready to go here from the World Ice Arena. Columbia 3, Kutztown 1. Returning for the second period here on the LI Sports Network. Travis Quigley here on the call. Paul Trentini on the camera. 3 for Columbia, 1 for Kutztown as we begin period number 2. Pass comes across to Avazov. He's stopped up just outside the zone, and it's dumped in. Bull trying to get there to stop it. Big hit thrown as Skatarsik's knocked to the ice, and a penalty going to be called here. A power play upcoming for the Columbia Lions. It's a boarding call on Josh Bauer. Lerner wins the face-off to the boards. Avazov spins, knocked to the ice, and the Bears clear the puck down. Bull comes out of the net to stop it, and Ronan Robinson will lead the breakout. Ice still a little wet. We'll see how the Lions move forward here as Robinson's pass didn't find a home, and it's thrown all the way back down. Daniels reverses to Robinson. Ronan right through the middle of the ice, walks in and shoots. He scores! Ronan Robinson on the power play. 4-1 for Columbia. Coast-to-coast rush for Robinson. And he buries exactly 1 minute into this second period to make it a 3-goal lead for the Lions. Bears looking to respond. It's taken away by Venable. Moves the puck to Lerner, came off his skate and back to Venable. Rolling puck. Comes underneath the stick of Lerner and into the offensive zone. Hard wrap around the wall by Hertz. Skatarzik off the boards. Slowed up by Anello, looking to clear. Skatarzik puts it low for Lerner, spins it to the slot, and the puck taken away by Malenkov. Avazov on a stick lift, gains possession back. Works it to the goal line, takes it all the way around the net, on the backhand. Cycles it around for Lerner. Lerner off the boards for Venable. Back for Lerner. Nice move. Looking for the lane. Runs a scissor play at the point. Drops it off to Venable. To the goal line. Skatarzik. Bears swarm the puck, take it away. As they put 3 bodies behind the net. A cross ice flip. And Daniels is going to jump it. Avazov tags up and Daniels races back in onside, but just overskates the puck. Knocks it down and out of the zone. One-on-one, Canestra. Canestra keeps it wide. Backhand, forehand, kicked away by Frank Boll. Pushed into the corner. Daniels is there. Daniels looking to break out. Hits it long for Lerner. Lerner, Skatarzik. Drops it outside to Avazov. Avazov cutting in, hits the outside of the net. Rolls into the high slot. DDD for Daniels. Shot is fought off by Janai. Venable again. Back into the corner. Slowing it up. Tanjutko takes a check from Avazov. Looking to clear. Comes off the shin pad of Skatarzik. And thrown out by Malenkov. Daniels is there. Kutztown trying to make a line change. Columbia doing the same. Daniels now snaps a pass long, and it's jumped. Great read there from Putt. Poked back to neutral ice by Skatarzik. Tanjutko receives a pass, and it's hacked into the zone by Jansen. Bull out of the net to play it. 4.5 gone in the second period. Daniels through the middle of the ice, hits Avazov. Avazov, saucer pass, Skatarczyk in on a break. Skatarczyk tucks the shoulder, tied up, can't get a shot off. And Janai takes the whistle. And here we go in front as both sides now in a scrum. We'll see what penalties get called out of this. I'm sure there's going to be a couple. A melee in the blue paint here in this 4-1 hockey game. Travis Quigley here on the call, Paul Trentini on the camera. Fireworks at the World Ice Arena here in this December matchup. And we'll see what the calls are. Looks like the lone penalty being called here is on Brandon Avazov for Columbia. He goes to the box, 2 for roughing. And the visiting Bears will go on the power play. Power play begins. And it's the Bears who tried to swat it forward. Columbia take the puck. It's Ronan Robinson putting it 200 feet down the ice. Breakout comes out wide for O'Neill. Chips it past Bott. He's off to get it. O'Neill cycles it back for Dan. Dan takes a bump on the boards, moves it to the point. Now a D-to-D pass. Anello shoots it over the head of Bowl. Anello has the lone goal for Kutztown. It came on the power play. Rolling center point, shot ramps up a stick and goes out of play. Puck thrown in as the Bears trying to set it up. It actually ends up skipping all the way to neutral ice. Leone resets things. Ronan Robinson, a clean poke check. And he's going to go on the attack. Robinson puts it behind the net, continues on the forecheck. Big hit thrown on the boards. It's the Bears who come away with it, though, and it's Carpenter. Slides it out wide. Pass across from Dan, didn't find a home. And it's chopped out of the zone by Calidor Robinson. 40 seconds left on the power play for Kutztown. Carpenter racing in. Lost his footing, no penalty coming. Bauer knocked away from him. Bott sends it ahead and is pushed out of the zone. Driving wide, chance there. Puck comes up to the point, shot goes wide, skips all the way around. From the half boards, Bowl with the save. Lerner collects the rebound and sends it long to Avazov out at the red line. Avazov in as we're back at 5-on-5. Out front, and the Bears clear the zone. Icing coming up here on Kutztown. Face-off's one to Avazov. Trying to cut to the middle from his knees. Pass across. Skatarczyk shot. Knocked down Lerner. He scores! Hat-trick goal for Chris Lerner. And it's 5-1 for the Lions. just hunting loose pucks in front of the net. And Chris Lerner gets his third of the night, 16th on the season. 5-1 lead for Columbia. Kutztown trying to respond, racing right back in. Shot goes off the outside of the net from D'Alessio. Off the boards to Lerner. Open ice to Wheel. Lerner cuts back. Avoids a hip check, but did lose the puck in the process. Flynn takes it ahead, puts it through the skates of Daniels. Flynn in, but Skatarczyk swipes it away. Back down into the near side corner. Walking out with it and putting it up to the boards was Flynn. Nothing doing for D'Alessio, just had to hammer it back low. Behind the net of Bowl. Flynn collects the puck. Puts it towards the net. Skatarczyk shovels it behind the cage. Back out into the slot. Chance there. Bowl. Big stop. It's Avazov racing in now. Has Lerner with him. Spins a pass. Lerner shoots. Lerner scores. Bowl with the stop on one end. Lerner on the other. He's got 4. Take a look at the save first here from Frank Bowl. It's where it begins here for the Lions. Kicks that one out, and down the sheet they go. Beautiful pass, pressure on Avazov's back, and right into Lerner's wheelhouse. No mistake on the wrist shot. 4 goals for Chris Lerner tonight. And that goal right there, one of the first shots that Zach Ciucci has had to face. And Lerner puts it past him. 6-1 now for the Lions. We haven't even hit the halfway point of this hockey game yet. Touch pass into the middle of the ice. Malter with the poke check. Bott steps up, plays the body, and O'Sullivan takes the puck. Through the middle for Bott, just right off the toe. Malter gloves it down, cuts back in, but he's offside. Face-offs one to the boards by Malter. Jumping on it quickly was Canestra. Stolen right back by the Lions. Dylan Bott cuts in. Almost got sandwiched. O'Sullivan out to the point. Venable walks. Shot goes high and wide. Bears out through the middle of the ice. It's left for Foster. Foster trying to cut through. Bott steps up, plays the body on him. It's with Carpenter now. Carpenter dragging. Pass blocked by Bott. Lions get it out. Malter chips it ahead. Oh, comes off the glove of Bott. And settled down now by Venable, who slowed up the rush for the Bears. Venable drops it back to Dylan Bott. Bott goes across to Murray. Murray finds a lane. Pads stop for Ciucci. Tommy He. Up to the point for Bott. Backhanded back in. It's taken away, and Anello clears the zone. Foot race won by Molenkoff, so the icing's waved. But Venable with a clean stick check steers it to Bott, trying to reverse it. It takes a funny hop. And Bowl is going to dive on top of it and get the whistle. Puck cycled in, and Cal Robinson tied up. Columbia able to clear the zone. Pass come behind Tommy He. Bauer trying to dump it back in. Robinson's pass, that's Ronan, was broken up. And it's O'Neal trying to put it towards the net. Ronan got in the way of that one. Murray clears the zone. Bouncing puck won't make it for an icing. And Hertz is going to have to settle things down behind his own net. Now we're past the halfway point of this hockey game, and it's a 6-1 lead for the Columbia Lions. Takes a big hop and Bull covers it up. From the point, shot blocked by Nick Chang. Robinson's pass intercepted. Golden opportunity, punched away by Frank Bowl. Avazov gets this puck out now. It's over the blue, a poke check. He's able to keep it on the boards. Now drags it off the wall. Avazov took the body, and the puck comes across. Ronan Robinson there as the Bears clear the zone. Stick check by Skatarczyk, who steps up on him. Skatarczyk snaps it across to Lerner. It's Lerner over the blue line. Lerner, shot to the net was blocked. Skatarczyk now rolling back to the point. Ronan Robinson moved it out front. Puck hit a body and is pushed out to neutral ice by the Bears. Daniels being pressured by Kurtas. Snaps a pass long to Avazov, who stretched the ice out. Leaves it in space for Lerner. Lerner driving the net back out front. Daniels steps up to keep it in. Shots blocked. Scooped up by Chanjukto. Reversed and cleared up the boards. Not out of the zone though. Lerner on the takeaway. Skatarczyk drops it off. Goes to Avazov in the corner. Avazov tied up, still protecting the puck. Finds Lerner with the pass. Lerner settles it down. Pass hits the side of the cage. Daniels winds and fires. That's deflected. Avazov, and it's stopped up by Ciucci. 8 minutes remaining in period 2. 6-1 Columbia. Lead over Kutztown. As the Lions looking to secure victory and move to 500 here in 25-26. Ending semester 1 on a high note. Winning the face-off was D'Alessio. Played around to the weak side. Venable couldn't keep it in. Stops up. Turnover forced. Leone's in. Pad stop. Put back across the slot. And it's off in the far corner. Venable wraps it around to the weak side. Up to the point with it. And Anello shovels it back low. 2-on-1. Bears surrounding the puck. Doesn't matter. Troy Daniels comes out with it. And Daniels continues to drive wide. Daniels to the middle for Lyle. Unable to get a shot through. Venable stick in the lane. Forces a turnover. Anello walks in, save. Rebound goes off the outside of the net. Daniels. Couple of moves. Trying to snap it long. Hits Avazov. He's going to curl back at the red line. Gets the stick lifted. Still with the puck. Skate to stick. Walking in. Stick handling through the phone booth. Drops it off for Mickelberg. Now Venable puts it to the corner. Skatarczyk up top to the point. And it's jumped and flipped out by Leone. Bull coming out to play it. And we got a penalty called here. Holding penalty coming on Avazov. With 6 and change left. The Bears go back on the man advantage. Dropping it off at the point. Hertz returns it back for Slotwinski. Down to the goal line, into the slot. It's Slotwinski again. Shovels it back door, and it jumps right over the stick of Canestra. Back for Slotwinski. He'll shoot. Bull with the save. Rebound still sitting there. Bull covers it up. Back down into the corner. Up to the point for Hertz. Hertz walks to the middle. Shot gets blocked. Loose in front. Bull with a pad save. Dylan Bott collects it in the slot. Moves it to Lerner. Lerner ahead for Ronan Robinson. Robinson drags and shoots. Sticked away by Ciucci. Bears will regroup with less than a minute to go on the power play. Canestra carries into the offensive zone. Drags wide on Bott, around the net. Pass goes right through the legs of Mollenkopf. Lerner settling it down, taking his time before clearing. Sends it over to Bott. Bott for Robinson. Robinson hits Skatarczyk. Pass came under the tape. Still pressuring though, protecting the puck is Anello. Under 5 left in the second period. 22 left on Avazov's penalty. O'Neill splitting through, and Robinson knocks him to the ice. He's gonna get called. So we're going to 5-on-3 now. As Ronan Robinson is heading to the box. A roughing call. So a 13-second 5-on-3 for the Bears. Can they capitalize? Puck down. And they do win the draw. D-to-D pass goes right through the skates of Carpenter and skips out to neutral ice. We go to 5-on-4 as Avazov's out of the box. Played around behind the net. It's taken away by Venable, and he clears. Dished across for Anello. Skates into the zone, a drop pass at the blue. And now it's off into the corner. Cal Robinson racing after it. Pops out, whacked off the boards to Avazov, and he clears. Bott gets there first, lost it in his own feet. Hits a skate, Cal Robinson on goal, saves Ciucci. Bears clear the zone, trying to ramp it into the zone was Hertz. Stretch back out for Bott. Bott over the blue, stops up. Taken away by O'Neill. Avazov pressuring with 40 left on the penalty to Ronan Robinson. Cal gets across, keeps it in the zone. Looking out front, passes blocked, but Avazov's there to take it back. Spins away from a check, keeps it on the boards. It's Brandon Avazov continuing to drain some time off the penalty. Slides it ahead for Robinson. Now Venable walks and shoots, shoulder save. It's chipped out of the zone, foot race. And Bauer ahead, taken down by Avazov. And we're gonna get another penalty going on number 2-6 in white. Nine seconds left in the Ronan Robinson penalty. Bears win the face-off. Rolling is Canestra. Taken away by Tommy He clears. And it's Canestra leads the breakout. From inside, now to the out. Skatarczyk on a poke check. Takes it away and fires it all the way down. Hurts back to get it. Stops up on the goal line and will leave the puck for Josh Bauer. Bauer to Canestra. Trying to return it. Tommy He intercepts and backhands it all the way. We got a penalty coming up here on the Bears. And we're going to go to 4-on-4 now. .205 left in period 2, and we're back to even strength hockey here for the next minute and 10 seconds. Lions will go on the power play for 50. I think they just made Canestra's penalty a double minor. They did make Canestra's penalty a double minor. So 4-on-4 for the next minute 10, and then a 2-minute and 50-second power play for Columbia. Pass to the slot was taken away, and racing out of the zone is Putt. Lerner on the back check was able to retain possession for the Lions. Off for Daniels. Daniels weaving through neutral ice. Cuts in, drops it to the slot. Bott just able to hold it at the line. Minute 30 to go. A long stretch pass. Bott trying to avoid pressure. Turnover forced. The Bears go in and score. Sorry, folks, missed that entire goal because I have a gang of people just standing in front of me that have not gotten the message to get out of the way. (6-2) the score now. That goal came right as the penalty expired, so it's a Columbia power play. Columbia who possess off the face-off. Lerner driving into the zone. Lost the handle of the puck in the corner. Final minute of the second period. Comes across to Bott. Bott settles it down. Curls back to the point. Toe drags. Bott across. Avazov off the bench. Drops it for Skatarczyk. Back to Avazov. Continues to walk, stops at the top of the circles, forced to the wall, rolls into the middle of the ice. Off to the flank for Bott, trying to go through the seam. It's broken up. Skatarczyk hacked off the stick, just keeps it on the blue, but now it's forced out. It's a shorthanded breakaway for McGinty, and Ronan Robinson on the back check takes it away. Incredible play from Ronan Robinson coming back. Puck towards the front, big hit thrown by Skatarczyk, and the shot blocked by Skatarczyk, going out of play. Waning seconds of period 2. Chaos late in this one. And that's going to do it 2 periods down, 1 to go. 6-2 in favor of the Columbia University Lions. Second period highlights here on LISN. Ronan Robinson got the scoring started quickly here in the second with a power play marker. Beautiful shot, low blocker on the coast-to-coast rush. Avazov from his knees across to Skatarczyk, and Lerner pots it home to bury the hat-trick goal, making it 5-1. After that, we saw a goalie change for the Kutztown Bears. This save from Frank Bowl on the shot from the high slot led to Chris Lerner's 4th of the night, as Brandon Avazov with a beautiful spinning pass to Lerner. And no mistake on the wrist shot there for number 4. Another chance out front, and Bull with the toe, making a big time stop when his team needed it on the penalty kill. But a turnover late in the period forced by the Bears led to a breakaway chance for Leone, and a silky forehand backhand move tucked it in to make it a 4-goal hockey game. 6 for Columbia, 2 for Kutztown after 2 periods of play. 20 minutes to go here at the World Ice Arena. When we come back, Columbia will have a minute and 55 on their power play remaining as they look to extend this lead. Last game of the semester for both of these teams. They want to end on a high note. Can the Bears mount a comeback through the final 20? Can the Lions hold on and secure victory? We'll find out in a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Zamboni on the ice now. 20 minutes to go here at the World Ice Arena. Coming back for the third period here on the LI Sports Network. Travis Quigley on the call, Paul Trentini on the cam. 6-2 Columbia lead, and they start the third period on the power play. They win the faceoff, and it's Troy Daniels who skates into the zone with the puck. Stopping up, moving it to Avazov. Drop back to the point. It's Ronan Robinson. He'll wheel to the middle, dishes to Skatarczyk. Trying to go through the seam. Pass is stolen, and Daniels unable to keep it in on the blue. A quick reset, though. Still pressure on Daniels, and he'll swing it to Avazov. Avazov enters the zone, protecting the puck. Keeps it on the outside of the ice. Trying to drop it back to the point. Robinson on the keep-in. Backhand goes out of play. Faceoff's going to come back into the Kutztown zone. Got to give a quick shout out to Bill Robinson for coming up and saying hello during the second intermission, making the trip out here, made the trip down to Philly a couple weeks ago to watch the Lions play. Now here in Queens at the World Ice Arena. So big shout out to Bill Robinson for coming up to say hello to me and Paul during the second intermission. Daniels forced behind his own net with a minute left on the power play. Passes it across to Ronan Robinson. Robinson cutting into the zone. That shot fought off. Avazov on the keep-in, up to the center point. Daniels, right flank. It's Chris Lerner. Back for Daniels. Winds and fires. Pad save. Rebound. Skatarczyk denied. Puck still loose, and Daniels will keep it in. Moves it to Avazov. Walks in and shoots. Blocker save. Rebound behind the net to Robinson. Centers it. Daniels keeps it in with the skate. Switches spots with Avazov. Sauced over to Lerner. Lerner across. Daniels blasts it. Hits the side of the net. Draw one to Ronan Robinson. Down low for Daniels. Troy gets it back. Walks, hits Avazov on the left flank. Avazov, low. Skatarczyk. Lost the handle. Avazov on a keep. Hits Ronan Robinson in the middle. Blocked shot. And we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Kutztown clear out of the box. Receiving the pass. Canestro, one-on-one chance. And Daniels sweeps it aside. Avazov dumps the puck back in. It's with Hertz. Sends it up the same side wall where it just came from. Lerner stops up on the red. Nice move. Towards the end of his shift, so we'll hit Avazov with a pass and head off for a line change. Dylan Bott off the bench. Bott racing in. Gloves stop for Ciucci. Kept in by Venable, down the wall. Tommy He walks out, poke checked away from him. Venable goes across for Bott, and that one gets stuck under the door. We're gonna get a stoppage in play. One back to Bott. Puts it off the boards, and Murray chips it deep. Tommy He on the forecheck. Murray on the keep. Murray floats it towards the net, went just wide. Backhanded out. And it's Cal Robinson. For Bott, now ahead. 2-on-1 chance. Shot. Rings the crossbar. Oh, so close. Tommy He on senior night. Anello stops up behind his own net. Tries to bank it out. Cal Robinson takes it away. Out to the slot. Murray can't turn a shot to the goal. And Canestra will wheel the puck into the offensive zone. Sauces one towards goal. And Frank Boll takes the whistle. Bears win it. Shot stopped up. Boll takes another whistle. Well, thank you all for staying with us here late Friday night, almost early Saturday morning here on the East Coast. Behind the net of Boll, the Bears setting things up. Jansen looking for a lane. Hits a stick. O'Sullivan trying to clear, not out. Ronan Robinson blocks that attempt and will curl back behind his own net. Robinson going long. Icing's going to get waved off here. Ciucci out to play it. Malter there first. Malter out front, blocked off. Chang on the keep in. Now the puck sent long. It's going to be a foot race for it. Kutztown beat out the icing. One-handed out to the slot. O'Sullivan couldn't settle the bouncing puck. Shot blocked by Robinson. Bears keep it in. That shot went wide off the stick of Jansen and skips out to neutral ice. Lions will attempt to make a quick line change. 3 new forwards on for Columbia. Ronan, stretch past Avazov. Meanders in, drops it through his skates. Delays across to Daniels. Daniels shoots, and Ciucci uses the head, fights it out of play. Face off one back, Avazov. Left flank to Bott. He shoots, blocker save. Daniels on the keep in for Lerner. Lerner goes across, pass goes in between Bott and Skotarczyk. So Bott will regroup. Daniels and Skotarczyk will one-hand his pass in. Gets on the attack. Slot for Lerner, that shot was blocked. A long pass from Flynn, didn't find a home. Icing is called. Bears jumping on the D-zone face-off. Daniels. A clean poke check. Beautiful toe drag and slides it to Avazov. He drags and shoots. And a save made by Ciucci. High flip, and it's cleared out. by the Bears. Daniels on the foot race won it, but Bauer on a stick lift took it away. Bott knocks it to the boards, up to the point. Hurts. Shot was blocked off to the half wall, fired wide. Shoveled out of play by the point man, Anello. One to the wall for Daniels, engages in battle with Bauer. Poked ahead, Gastelum able to knock it out of the zone. Took the hit to make the play there. Gastelum puts it in. Lions tag on the delayed offside, and Gastelum will go on the forecheck. May Lyle joining. Bott stops it up at the red, dumps it back in. Gastelum's got a tag up. Stretch out, flipped into the zone by Hurts. Turnovers forced. And O'Neal swings it to the point. Anello's shot, blocker save, rebound, they score! 12 and change left. Bauer makes this a 6-3 game. Don't go anywhere yet. Solid job creating traffic out in front, and is able to find that loose puck off the rebound. 6-3 the score. Venable stops up the dump in, slides it to Ronan Robinson. Through the middle to Cal, off his skate. Puck dumped back in by Molenkoff. Goes behind the net of Bowl, and Venable on a hard wrap. Tommy He there, through the middle, stopped up. And puck stolen away there by Canestra, right back with it, Venable. Knocked away from him, and now Murray settles it. Ronan Robinson looking to wheel, gets the stick lifted and out of the zone. Just gonna backhand it in and force the Bears to break out. Puck slid to Molenkoff, dishes it long, and it's Carpenter stopping up top of the circle. Cross corner, Molenkoff to the point. Bouncing puck, and skips into neutral ice over DeLesio's twig. So a regroup for Kutztown with 11.5 remaining. Thrown on net, Bull with the stop. Ronan Robinson driving in. Knocked away from him, and we're going to get a stoppage here. Shot goes wide and skips out of the zone. Chance here for Kutztown. Knocked off the stick. Stretch pass for Avazov. Avazov, toe drag onto the backhand, trying to get forehand. And he's denied the opportunity. pops out of play, and we're going to get some pushing and shoving here. Chance right off the D-zone draw. Skatarczyk drove in, but the shot over the net. Got a penalty called behind the play. Avazov has the puck knocked off his stick behind the net. Turnover force once again. Avazov trying to put it back out front. Pass was denied by Hertz. Third period, 6-3 hockey game. That shot from the point took a deflection, skips off into the corner. Bears clear the zone. Foot race for the puck. It's going to be won by Dan. Dan out front. Nobody there to receive that pass. Ronan Robinson skates the puck out. Couldn't maintain possession. Back in come the Bears to Dan, wrist shot, and Frank Bowl with the blocker stop. Stretched out and a chance here for the Bears. Robinson got a piece of the shot from Carpenter. Robinson, shot, save made, Ciucci. Bears are able to clear the zone. Venable knocks down the chip in. Kamahi with the poke and wheels into the offensive zone. A backhand shot kicked aside. The Bears behind the net, continuing on the forecheck here. Got 5:50 to go in regulation. Lerner will drop down and collect the puck, puts it off the boards for Avazov. Avazov, inside out, nice move to Lerner. He scores. Make it 5 for Chris Lerner. Silky mitts from Avazov, and Lerner once again puts the puck home. He's got 5 of Columbia's 7 tonight. Dan cuts in, his shot hits the glass, skips all the way around. Held in by Bauer. Backhand pass to the front. Bull with the pad save. And a second one. Bott. A long stretch pass over everybody's head. Ciucci out of the net to play it. Avazov scoops it off the boards. Forced into neutral ice. Drops it back for Bott. Bott curls. Opens up the hips. Turnover force. Chance down low. And Bull with another big save. Icing waved as puck took a deflection. .445 left in the third. Shot, they score! Canestra on the wrister from outside. And it's 7-4. Timeout called by the Bears with 4:38 to go. 7-4 hockey game. Kutztown trying to make a late push here. 7-4, 4:38 left. Columbia looking to secure victory. Kutztown looking to power back. Stretch pass underneath the stick of Mollenkopf. Nickelberg scoops it up, dumps it deep. It's slowed down and carried out of the zone. Back over the line comes Foster. Foster splitting through. Keeps the puck behind the goal line. Daniels drops down to get it for Columbia. Trying to skate out, knifed off his stick. Venable puts it hard off the wall. Lyle trying to clear, she does. D-to-D for Troy Daniels. Daniels curls. Protecting the puck. Now skates it out solo. Still bouncing up on him. He's able to put it to the corner. Lyle on the attack. Pin slot Winsky up against the wall. Nickelberg in there playing the body. Gastelum puts it back deep. Cal Robinson on the forecheck. Cal forcing a turnover. And there to take it back was Mollenkopf. It's the captain, Slotwinski, going long. Drops it through neutral ice. A poke check from Robinson. Nickelberg, room to skate here. But on the back check, stealing it away was Leone. Nickelberg earns possession once again, and Robinson puts it cross corner. Avazov's there. Little reverse hit, knocks Leone down. Still protecting the puck, cycles it around low. 2:45 left in the hockey game. Keep our eye on Ciucci. We'll see if the Bears look to pull a goalie, as they're in search of 3 goals late in this one. Columbia clear. McGinty pushes it back. Hertz is there with Avazov on him. Versus back behind his own net. Bott moves it to Robinson. Robinson to Avazov. Avazov protecting the puck, curls back. Hits Bott with the pass. Bott walks in, shoots. He scores! Dylan Bott makes it a 4-goal game once again. 8-4 Lions. Back to center ice. Cal Robinson wins the faceoff. Avazov puts it redlining in. Ronan Robinson back for Lerner. Took a check, but keeps the puck. And Lerner walks in, save made, looking for the double hattie. Robinson to Avazov. Back over to Bott. Bott walking in. Save made. Ciucci takes the whistle. 1:19 to go. Weak side wrap off the face-off win for the Bears. Puck pushed out by Tanjuto. He gets it back, racing through the middle, gets a break for himself, but Bowl denies him. Nick Chang comes over and throws a big check. And we got a tripping penalty coming up right as we enter the final minute of play. Back to the point on the power play here for the Bears. That shot was blocked, and it's going to roll all the way down the ice. It's Mickelberg, 2 for tripping. Long pass for Kutztown, and icing will be called here. Face off right to Ciucci. It's Avazov on a toe drag, cutting through the middle. Can't get a shot off. Bears get the puck out. 3-on-2 on the entry. Dragging and firing was Kurtas. Put back low by Grealish. 10 seconds to go. Tied up in the slot. A high flip out from Skatarczyk. And that is going to do it for this one. The Columbia University Lions wrap up semester 1 in style. An 8-4 win over Kutztown here tonight at the World Ice Arena. A big-time win at home. Again, closing out their first semester, getting back to 500. Now with a 7-7 record as they look to come back in January, climb the standings in the Empire, set themselves up for a good position for playoffs, and of course, begin the journey back to the AAU Nationals, where the Lions fell in the semifinals last season. They want to win the title this year, and just got a wave from Nick Chang. Got a wave back to Nick Chang. We're going to be back with you, Columbia Lions fans, January 23rd for a matchup against Sacred Heart. Columbia's first game back in semester 2. Of course, live here at the World Ice Arena. That'll be a home and home for Columbia and Sacred Heart that weekend. Couple games left on the schedule for us here for the Lions. We're going to see them, as mentioned, January 23rd, January 30th for a game against Springfield College. February 6th here at the World Ice against Stony Brook University. And we might have a couple more that haven't been announced yet that we might see pop up on the schedule at some point. So we're going to keep our eye out for that. You Lions fans at home, mark that down on your calendar. January 23rd, January 30th, February 6th, 100% we're going to be with you here at World Ice to take you through the action. Columbia, 8-goal performance tonight, picking up the 8-4 victory off the back of 5 goals for number 19, Chris Lerner. Up to 19 on the season now. What a way to end semester 1. On behalf of Paul Trentini, I'm Travis Quigley. Want to wish everybody in the Lions fan base a happy and healthy holiday. Enjoy the time off with friends and family. And we can't wait to be back with you here again on January 23rd. We'll see you then. 8-4 win for Columbia tonight. Saying so long from the LI Sports Network.